Hey, all my ninjas! It's your girl Time here, and I'm back. I know I've been on a bit of a hiatus, and it's been a while, and I am so sorry. I've just been busy, just trying to hone my skill, trying to make sure that I maintain the fleek. But yeah, I promise that going forward, I'll be a little bit more consistent in terms of my uploading and recording videos. Um, but yeah, so today I've come back and I've come to you with a soft glam makeup look, which I filmed in a tutorial, and I've skimmed on nothing in the tutorial. You hear me? Nothing. I show you how I do my eyebrows, I show you how I apply my eyelashes. It got a bit hairy for a second there, but yeah, we prevailed, we persevered, and we conquered. So stay tuned, and if you like this sort of videos and if you like this sort of content, just let me know in the comments below. What else? Oh, don't forget to subscribe on your way out. Just press that red button. Just press it. It takes no energy from you. Just click it. Yes. And yeah, don't forget to like. And if you want to know when I've uploaded a new video, just click on that little bell. You'll get a notification. And yeah, stay tuned and see ya later. Okay, so let's get started. First, I apply my MAC Strobe Cream in the shade Gold Light all over my face, and I use that as a primer. And then I use a spoolie just to brush out my eyebrows, just to make them a little neater. And then I use my MAC eyebrow pencil in the shade Spiked. And this one I use just to give some shape to my brows. And you'll note that I use light strokes. Just for control. Because if you use a heavy hand, things can get quite messy quickly, and it becomes a mission to correct. So light strokes, folks, light strokes. And the idea is to get, the ideal arch for your face. It takes a little bit of practice, but you eventually know what looks good and what looks really, really ratchet. And then you use a spoolie just to brush out any harsh lines. And then I use my MAC brush, 212 brush, and I use my MAC Pro Conceal and Contour palette, and just to define and clean up the brow. And I use the shade NC45, which is about a couple of shades lighter than my foundation. And this will also help if you haven't tweezed your brows in a while. And then you'll see I use the color NC50 above my brow. That is the shade I use for my foundation. The reason I don't use the NC45 is that I'm trying to avoid that halo brow look where it looks like you've just got pasted on brows. So the idea is that NC50 will blend in well with my foundation. And yeah. And that's how you get your brows on fleek. So I use this Eyelure brow pencil in the shade dark brown, number 10, just to create a little bit more definition. It's darker than the Spiked from MAC. And then I apply my LA Girl Pro HD Concealer in the shade Toffee all over my eyelid just to prime it for eyeshadow. And then I apply my orange corrector to mask any imperfections, blemishes, dark spots on my face. And then I just blend in the concealer on my eyelids. And you can also use a beauty blender just to help with the blending process. And then I use my Studio Fix powder from MAC in the shade NW45 just to set the concealer. And that just creates a nice clean palette for the eyeshadow that I'll be applying later. And then I blend in the corrector. So this step is just to ensure that the foundation I apply, because I'll be using a stick foundation, basically doesn't shift and move as the day progresses. So it creates a nice matte base for the application of your foundation. So I just use that Studio Fix powder to do that. And then I start applying shade Red Brick from MAC, and that'll act as a transition color for my eyeshadow. And you can see that I'm just sweeping it across the eye socket, that crease. And then I grab my Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics palette, and I grab the shade Lethal, which is a dark burgundy shade, and I sweep that in the outer corner of my eye and into the crease as well, just to create a nice smoky look. So I pick up Expensive Pink, which is like a pearlescent shade, also from MAC, and I sweep that on my inner corner of my eye and sweep it outwards, almost creating sort of a cut crease effect. And then I grab some coppering, I think it's a shade, also from MAC, and I put that on my outer corner of my eye. And then I grab some Gold Mine, also from MAC. Yeah, I'm a Macaholic. And I just apply that close to my eyelashes, just to make them pop a little, like the eye pop. What next? What next? I go into my Urban Decay Naked 2 palette and I grab some Half Baked and I apply that into my inner tear duct just to open up the eyes. And then I just use a blending brush just to sweep and just basically blend in everything. Next, I grab my black opal Skin Perfecting foundation stick in the color Nutmeg, and I apply that pretty much all over my face. And I use a brush just to blend that all out. Yeah, we must blend. Blend, 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 blend. Gosh, the faces I make as I apply makeup, wow. And then I just use a damp BT blender sponge just to blend everything and make sure everything is perfect. And then I use my Estee Lauder Double Wear concealer in Deep 5N Neutral, and I use that to highlight my face, under my eyes, my chin, my forehead, and down the bridge of my nose, and just above my cupid's bow. I'll let that sit and settle for a while, and I use my Bobbi Brown skin foundation stick in the shade Espresso number 10, and I use that as a contour. It's my contour shade. It's a very deep brown, and I basically contour my cheeks, under my chin, just to eliminate the double chin effect, down the bridge of my nose, just to snatch that nose, and in my temples and my forehead. And I'll use a damp sponge just to blend in the highlight. And you need to make sure it's damp, but you need to have squeezed out all the excess water. Otherwise, all that will happen is just you'll be shifting the product all over your face. It'll just be a hot mess. And then I also blend in the contour. The trick is not so that you don't look like you've got errant sideburns. It should look like, a natural shadow in your cheeks. Blend, 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 blend. Blend, blend. And blend some more. And yes, you must not forget to blend in under the jawline, otherwise, yeah, people will be looking at you and not for the right reasons. And then next, I apply some powder. And I use the Black Opal Deluxe Finishing Powder in the shade Neutral Light. That's just to set the concealer I've used as a highlight, so that it doesn't crease as the day progresses. And I basically use that powder wherever I've applied the concealer. And this step I've just done is just it's called reverse contouring, where you apply a shade that's lighter just below where the natural contour would be. just to create extra definition. And yes, I apply it down the bridge of my nose and above my lip as well. I'm not the sort of person that bakes, because I generally find that the effect is a cakey look, which is a nightmare to then correct later. So I just use that just to set, but I generally don't bake. Okay, so then I grab my MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash Mascara, and I love this mascara because it just grabs those lower eyelashes. I don't have stubby eyelashes, but those lower ones can be a nightmare if you're using a wand that is big and thick. So yeah, this one is the one I use for my lower eyelashes. And then I use the Maybelline Colossal Volume Express Mascara in the shade Smoky Black, and I use that on my upper eyelashes. As you can see, the brush is a lot thicker, so it does create, massive volume. And since I generally don't have stubby lashes, I could leave this right here, but I really do want that va-va-voom effect of fake eyelashes. So I use the Eyelure Eyelashes Accents number 005, and I also use the Duo Eyelash Adhesive in the color white stroke clear. And the trick with applying eyelashes is that you need to apply the glue and let it sit for a while. I normally leave it for maybe like a minute so that the glue is tacky before you then apply them. Also, before you apply any glue, it's just good to just measure the eyelash against your eye, just in case you need to snip a bit of it off, because sometimes eyelashes come through and they're quite long in terms of the strip. And it's best to snip them from the outside as opposed to the inside. So yeah, it did get kind of hairy there, but yes, we conquered. So now I'm grabbing on that Lethal shade again from the Urban Decay Naked Basics Ultimate, or Ultimate Basics, whatever. And I'm using that to just line my bottom eyelashes. Does that even make sense? Yeah, bottom lid. And then I'm using my MAC blush in the shade Raisin, and I'm using that just to sweep across my cheeks, just along my cheekbones. I have a visitor. And then I use my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Gold Deposits, and I use that just to highlight my cheekbones. Yes, that's my little boy who's just decided to sneak in and steal the show. And I use that highlight shade just to also accentuate my jawline and my nose, the bridge of my nose. I try not to apply it on the tip of my nose because, I'm not sure if Santa is still recruiting reindeers. And then I apply my MAC lip pencil in Chestnut, and I just line my lips with that. And I apply my lip gloss in the shade Clear Water, just to act as a base for the matte liquid lipstick I'm going to apply, which is the matte Retro Matte Liquid Lip Color in the shade So Me. I just find that applying gloss beneath it just helps to manage, that drying effects that matte lipsticks give. And then I'm just going to set my makeup using the Essence Keep It Perfect makeup fixing spray, because my Fix Pluses run out. But Essence does the job as well. Yay! And that's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial. And if you like, please don't forget to press like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And thank you for watching. Bye-bye.